Yo, what's up? What's up? Back at it with another video. I want to thank you all for the support. I really appreciate it. Let's get into the most unfortunate rappers who own party became their funeral. Man, hate to see it. Let's go.
A 48-year-old woman named Regina Orr punched Raheem's mother in the face. Raheem came to his mother's defense. The fight
Let's
spilled.
move it back a little bit more.
Played basketball at Lake Gibson High School in the shadow of his brother Dwayne, who made the NBA. He became a father in his senior year. His daughter was born days after he turned 18, and he held her in his graduation photos. Motown signed him in 2021. Two off-duty Lakeland officers were working the door. The lights came on at 1:40 in the morning. Around 1:51, a fight started. According to the arrest,
I be telling you, man, I really don't like even going to clubs, parties. I do, but not like parties that's in certain areas, parties that you see um craziness going on at. I like more like art galleries, little events outside where it's very controlled. There's a police presence. So you're really not gonna have all that carrying on going on there.
affidavit, a 48-year-old woman named Regina Orr punched Raheem's mother in the face. Raheem came to his mother's defense. The fight spilled into the park.
What if you could make a song using only your voice? Let's start with the drums.
Yeah, but how do y'all feel about that how these rappers be getting killed at they parties? Like goddamn, like I feel like the rappers are too accessible. Honestly, I believe they should be a little bit maybe more low key, or even be more secured, having way more security.
And shot Regina Orr's defense. The fight spilled into the parking lot. Then Raheem raised a gun and shot Regina Orr. She was taken to hospital in critical condition and survived. What Raheem did not see was Orr's 23-year-old daughter, Jamila Johnson, standing in that same parking lot with a Glock. Police said Johnson fired into the crowd and that an officer watched it happen and chased her down. A friend drove Raheem to the hospital, running red lights, his sister holding the wound in the back seat. He died shortly after they got there. Johnson was arrested that night. 6 weeks later, prosecutors...
So he got basically shot by a female that was arguing with his mother. Man, I know you want to defend your mother and all that, but damn, man. Some things I feel like you need to have security, especially your party, to break all these altercations up.
dropped the charges tied to his death, saying the evidence showed Bacon had fired first. She was still charged with carrying a stolen concealed gun and with tampering with evidence. His brother Dwayne wrote a message after the funeral. "Yeah, I made it first, but you were going to be the reason we got to a whole new level." Nobody was ever charged with killing Raheem Bacon. He fired first at a party thrown for his own...
Wait. Oh, okay. He fired first, so whoever fired back at, yeah, self-defense, and especially we're in Florida, he's exactly in Lakeland, right between Orlando and Tampa.
Mixtape. Number 2, Charles Andrew Jones II.
Julio
On Saturday, June 22nd, 2024, a rapper posted a pool party invite to Instagram. In his own words,
This nigga right here known better, like all the disses he's made, and he thought he was in Tampa, and he was from Jacksonville. Bro, Florida is big, but not that big. Especially Tampa's like Central Florida, and you from North Florida. It's like a 3 hour, 2.5, 3 hour drive. That wasn't far enough. Maybe if you went like the Key West, yeah, he would still be alive today. Facts. It's a one way in, one way out, and Key West, there's no multiple ways of getting in and out.
Florida had already been added to the pool party. Followers were told to message him for the address. Charles Jones was 26 years old from the Moncrief neighborhood of Jacksonville in Duval County, Florida. He rapped as Julio Fulio. He grew up in the church, close to his grandmother. His own father was murdered when Charles was 13. He started rapping seriously at 16, and his mother read every contract before he signed it. She had been shot 8 times herself in an attack.
Bro, mom was getting shot 8 times. Like, this, I'm not laughing at situation, but like, this gotta stop, bro. It truly does.
Tied to his music. She kept begging him to quit. Police shut the Airbnb down that night for having too many people in it, so he moved. Hours later, he posted again. In that post, he called it the best birthday ever, thanked everyone who pulled up, and said they were heading to the show. He performed at a club.
Dude, I remember when this was going on, honestly, and I'm like, bro, why you posting your information like that, man? Like, come on now. I felt like Julio in his spirit, he was just tired of running. Like, he felt like, hey, if they come, they come. He was just tired of all the ducking and diving. That's not living. That's just surviving to live.
Then he went to a second club for the after party. He posted the whole night as it happened. What Charles did not know was that 5 people had driven down from Jacksonville in 2 cars to find him. Prosecutors say Isaiah Chance and
Bruh, he looked like he's so perplexed. Like, he looked like he's like, damn, I can't believe they caught me. She looked like she about to say something. You see her mouth right there? She about to say something. And he got her pregnant. And I think she gonna do like probably 5 to 8 years. And the kid gonna be in foster care or either with the family.
Alicia Andrews followed him from club to club. At each stop, Chance made a phone call and a second car arrived. Around 4:40 in the morning on June 23rd, both cars followed him to the Home 2 Suites parking lot on McKinley Drive. One car drove past his parked cars twice. Then 3 armed men got out.
Look, if y'all don't know, during the investigation, they were able to pull up cameras from all like the Teslas and other electric vehicles, especially Teslas, and it looked like a freaking movie how they were able to get so many different angles of what's going on. That's one thing with crime now. Most cars, especially electric cars now, have they basically have cameras, so you just gotta be I'm not even gonna really be able to say like crime is impossible to happen, but you gotta be very, very, very on your P's and Q's.
Out and opened fire. He died in that parking lot. In June 2026, Chance, Sean Gathright, Rashad Murphy,
This dude right here, you could tell he not about that life. Like seriously, like he was like I think a Fortnite gamer or something like that. He had a good upbringing. His family was in the military. He just felt pure pressure because this dude used to date his sister, and he wanted to feel part of the crew. Like, let's be real. You think these guys right here, especially him, he look like he'll take your lunch money. Like, bro, he look like he'll take. Hey, he gonna be in jail now, so we gonna see how many peanut butter jelly sandwiches, how many ramen noodles, them canteens. Let's see how many he gonna be able to take from them niggas up there.
and Davian Murphy were sentenced to life without parole. Alicia Andrews got 15 years for manslaughter. Judge Michelle Cisco spoke to the 4 men at sentencing. You either end up dead or incarcerated for life. 4 men will die in prison. Charles Jones is dead at 26. He told them where the party was.
Knock, knock.
Yeah,
Hi there.
Julio.
I'd love
He really did tell him where the party was, so not giving them any like leniency or any trying to take away blame. It's their fault. They don't give you right to kill anybody, so them boys and girls are screwed.
On the night of July was. Number 3, Daniel Pellegrin. On the night of July 6th, 2013, a free neighborhood party was running in the San Martin district of Campinas in Sao Paulo State, Brazil.
Brazil.
The stage was the flatbed of a
I kind of tell it was in different countries. I like hearing stories from different countries. How it's crazy how every story might be in a different. It might be different location, different language, different culture, but all the same story. So it really doesn't matter where you go. It's still gonna be the same type of system, but different I'll say degrees to tell you the truth.
truck. The event had no permit, which meant no police detail and no fire crew. About 5,000 people stood in front of it. The 20-year-old on that stage was Daniel Pellegrin from Penha on the east side of Sao Paulo. He performed as MC de Leste. The name means from the east. He started making funk music at 16 and helped build an entire Sao Paulo subgenre. In one improvised song, he rapped about his own childhood. Until he was 13, the house had no bathroom and the walls were made of wood. When he opened the fridge, there was nothing in it. He ate at school. Saturdays and Sundays were hard. His brother Rodrigo was on stage beside him. Investigators later determined that 3 shots were fired from about 30 to 40 meters away. They came from a spot with an abandoned car and a pile of rubble. The first shot missed. The second grazed him near the shoulder. He did not notice it. He kept singing. The third one hit him in the chest. He sat down on the stage.
Y'all saw that? Lord, that's crazy, man. I'm telling you, being like in a public eye, you gotta have like top-notch security. You have to have everything like really. It has to be on point. Even then, you still could get touched. That's why you gotta honestly rely on God, prayer, the Holy Spirit, the spiritual realm. Because if not, you're gonna be screwed.
He died the next morning in hospital. Police took around 100 statements and collected fan video from several angles. They worked 4 theories, including a rivalry with another MC and a money dispute with the organizers. The case was shelved, reopened, and shelved again. His brother Rodrigo spoke to reporters days later. "My brother had no enemies. I want justice." 5,000 people watched him die. 13 years later, nobody knows who fired the shot.
Bruh, 5,000 people, and only, and it's been 13 years and still haven't. Someone know, but they're not gonna. Especially like you in Brazil, the gangs there are on another level, not even compared to the gangs in the United States. So there's gonna be a little bit of fear and gonna be a little bit of apprehension to be able to say something about this case.
Number 4, Raymond Rogers. On March 28, 1999, a birthday party was winding down at the Four Points Sheraton in Jamaica, Queens, New York. The party was for a rapper called Mr. Cheeks. Outside, in a parked van, 3 men were waiting
Funny name, Mr. Cheeks.
for someone else. Raymond Rogers was 27, the hype man of the Lost Boys. 4 friends from Rochdale Village. They had sold drugs before the music started working. Their 1996 debut sold over 1 million copies. Rogers was the voice that opened the record, the energy that made a Lost Boys show feel like a block party. Back home, he threw barbecues for neighborhood kids. 3 months earlier, according to prosecutors, a man connected to the Lost Boys fired into a group and killed a 24-year-old named Michael Saunders. Saunders had nothing to do with any of it. He was Kelvin Jones's brother.
I hate when people just shoot, especially shooting in a crowd. That's such a coward move. Like, if you gonna do it, I don't condone violence, but if you do it, walk up on your person and make sure you get the actual person, not just shoot out like a coward. Crazy.
Court records say Jones spent months looking for the shooter and could not find him. Then he heard the Lost Boys would be at the Sheraton. What Jones did not know was that he had the wrong man. He believed Rogers was his target's cousin. He wasn't. Rogers walked out of the hotel. Jones came up behind him and shot him once in the back of the head, then fired more rounds and ran for the van. Raymond Rogers died at the hospital. Jones pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 15 years to life. The man who supplied the van pleaded guilty to manslaughter and got 7 years. The driver pleaded guilty to helping. 3 days later, prosecutors said, a Lost Boys associate shot and killed a 21-year-old named Roderick Paget, believing Paget was involved. He wasn't either. That man got 15 years. Queens District Attorney Richard Brown called it a senseless killing of a young man who had apparently turned his life around. 2 innocent men died in 4 days. Neither one knew the men who wanted them dead. Number 5, Christopher Wallace.
That's crazy, man. This is just so senseless. So I keep to myself. You gotta keep your head on a swivel, because if not, these demons, it's really demonic, honestly. It's not normal.
Christopher Wallace had 16 days left before the biggest record of his life came out.
Has Kyrie texted you back?
I don't want to talk
Yeah,
about it.
R.I.P. to Biggie. I also saw a photo. I think it was Little C's and Biggie. Grandma, she's 104 years old. She's still alive. It's good to see the grandma alive, but it's kind of sad. Your grandson died back in the '97, and your daughter just recently died. But She living a long life, and that's good to see.
1997, he was the biggest rapper alive. He was in Los Angeles to sell that record. His second album, Life After Death, was
Even that big a situation, RP to the Notorious Big. I just wish Biggie never went to LA. It was too close to go there, especially what happened to Tupac. May their souls rest in peace. It's too close. Honestly, I heard, like, Gene Deal. He said allegedly Biggie was supposed to go to, I mean, not Gene Deal. Puff said he wanted him to go to London. He was supposed to go to London. Then this happened. But yeah, a life was tragically lost way too early.
set for March 25th, and he had just shot the video for the lead single. On the night of March 8th, 1997, he went to an after party for the Soul Train Music Awards.
Look who I see. Stevie J, aka Mr. Nice Guy.
Vibe magazine threw it at the Peterson Automotive Museum on Wilshire Boulevard. He had a 4-year-old daughter named Tiana. He also had a son, Christopher Jr.
And this is the sad part, the kids get affected. Like, he didn't know his dad, and that's sad. He probably, I don't know if he maybe remember a little bit. Kids could probably remember a little bit when they were, like, I can remember, like, up to 3, like late 3 turning 4, I could start remembering stuff. So I could remember the 90s, 1999, like the intel of it, I remember.
Who was not yet 5 months old. 2 nights earlier, he had handed Tony Braxton an award at the Soul Train ceremony, and part of the crowd booed him. 3 days before that, he told a radio station he had hired security. The party ran over capacity and fire marshals shut it down early. Wallace left just after midnight and got into the front passenger seat of a GMC Suburban. About 50 yards from the museum at Wilshire and South Fairfax, the truck stopped at a red light. Police say a dark Chevrolet Impala pulled up alongside it and the driver fired a 9mm through the window. Wallace was hit 4 times.
Bruh, still till this day, they don't know who killed Biggie. They know, people on the street know, but there's not enough evidence. And allegedly the guy who did live in Atlanta, Georgia, out of all the places. That's a damn shame. His mama didn't see it. Tupac mama didn't see it. Hopefully his grandma could see justice be served.
He was pronounced dead at 1:15 in the morning. Nobody has ever been charged. The LAPD ran a task force for years and shut it down in 2010. One captain who worked it told the Los Angeles Times, "We kept pounding the doors on the same cold leads." The FBI opened its own investigation into whether rogue officers were involved and closed it in 2005 without charges. His mother, Valletta Wallace,
Do y'all think honestly it was rogue officers? Me, in my heart, I believe maybe the police knew about certain things, but since he's like a gangster rapper, plus, y'all gotta understand, Death Row had connections with the police. Even they had something, maybe it was like thrown out, wasn't looked over. I believe that possibly maybe happened, but like them actually having a cop in on it to take out Biggie, no.
pushed for an arrest for 28 years. She died in February 2025. The album came out 16 days later and went straight to number 1. It was called Life After Death. Number 6, Glenn Thomas.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. All right, that's it. I don't want to make the video too long. It's already at 20-minute mark. Please like, share, subscribe. I got a new camera. Please comment on the quality of the camera and let me know if you can see me well or you can hear me well as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great one.